Good evening, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood Rabbit Nut coming from Lord's Mobile in Kingdom 413. And so, if many of you've seen, I've made a couple of videos regarding the cheaters in K413, the Chinese, the FKO Alliance. And so I decided to make a compilation of several of the videos that I'd captured from the beginning when we first started noticing the practices of using bots within the kingdom. We are in a protected kingdom, so we don't have access. Shall we say that the kingdom doesn't have, we don't have migration yet. We don't have KVK yet. So, we're kind of self-contained. You get what you can gather, what you can, burn from others, so on and so forth. So we started noticing these Chinese cheaters, kind of doing their thing. And so as you can see, this is when they first started. They had FKO tags, so they kept their original tags for their guild, so they actually added them to the original guild. And then they noticed that I was posting videos on YouTube. I'm not really sure who within my alliance, because my alliance was the only ones that I actually told that I was making videos and that I was, that I was a YouTuber. But in the midst of that, they noticed after this video that I was posting them online, and so they got slick, they got smart, and they quit. They actually started I think they're either creating guilds just for their farms. That's what they'll do in a later date. And I actually had one Momo. He actually I had a hyper farm. And, I was in the process, I was going to make several hyper farms, to help my alliance grow and all that and so on and so forth. So I created a guild called ORE. Because it was an OR hyper. So I got, real creative with that one. And as you see right here, this is OR. It's funny, because I actually kicked him out in the midst of, this is the reason why in this video he's not actually collecting anything, is because I kicked him out of because I was the leader of this guild, and so I kicked him out, and so that stopped his gathering, or transferring resources from the gathering bots. He actually joined back. I guess he noticed that I kicked him out. And I guess he's kind of confused. Maybe he's confused at how he got kicked out or why he got kicked out. Or, I guess he's trying to figure out what he's going to do with his bots and so on and so forth. So as you can see in these videos, this is actually from the Hyperbot. It was not a Hyperbot. It's a hyper farm that I created. I didn't get very far with it. I got it up to collected about 3 million a day, which is quite small for a hyper farm. 2 to 3 million an hour, I think, is what a full-fledged level 25 hyper farm does. As you can see in this video, it's where I kicked him out, and you can see where it says that he rejoined, and you can kind of see where I kicked him out. And you can kind of see where his bots joined. And I'm kind of going through and showing you the people. See, my nuts is my hyper farm, and you can kind of see the list of all the bots that he's got. And as you can see, he hasn't changed names on them since, and that's Momo right there. So nothing really changes within this. As you can see, he was 179 million power when we first realized he started using. He was like over 100 million when we first started realizing, hey, this guy's growing a lot faster than we are, just for the pure fact that we've got to gather resources. We've got our own assets that we got our own hypers that that we use to build up resources, banks and so on and so forth. So this is kind of the list of all the different bots that he's got. As you can see, they're minimal. Looks like they all have, or I've noticed in the bots that they all have frostwing gear. And I kind of go through the list, so several of them and their gear. You can see there's some more frostwing gear. I'm not sure if I can't remember if Frostwing has some kind of attributes that add to your ability to gather. I don't think they do. I think they're just kind of, they throw on whatever gear that they could build with, I guess, with the gift boxes that they had gotten. I'm wondering if these bots actually came from another kingdom, possibly, that had, or maybe they were a part of another a guild, a Chinese guild in another kingdom that were, in our kingdom, obviously, but they had joined another kingdom's Chinese guild, and they were collecting boxes and so on and so forth, and used them to kind of build a little bit of gear to make them look halfway legitimate. And as you'll see in the progression of the videos, you'll see as he progresses in power. So this is basically the kind of consistency of what we're catching. Like I said, I've posted several of these videos to YouTube and then linked them to the live chat just to kind of get it out there. So maybe with the evidence that I've accrued, that maybe they'll be able to make some headway in their investigation into Momo and Kaku and Speedboy, where Speedboy is definitely used the bots. I don't think I have any video of him using it, but I have seen it. And if IGG did any investigation whatsoever, they could track it too. But this is the consistency of what the Chinese do in our in our kingdom. They have plans on building up all their guys up using these bots to eventually take the titles away from us and take the wonders away from us. That's their ultimate goal. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna kind of wrap this up with the commentary, and just kind of post this video. Go ahead and post this video, and then send a link to live chat for IGG. All right, guys. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Hey guys, this is your friendly neighborhood rabbit nut coming from Lord's Mobile in Kingdom K413, and we get to see the Chinese cheaters at action again. So if you've seen my videos before, you've seen Mamu or Momo or whatever his little, I don't know. I'm sure it's something significant. But this is another FKO player. And guess who's having a ceremonial brunch? Whatever, Kikaklu. So this is what is allowed within this kingdom. People cheating, you know. This is the guild we're fighting, and we're in a protected kingdom. So, we have to gather and all this good stuff, and then we've got bot farmers, RSS dealers who continually aid in the cheating within this game and within this kingdom in particular. It's so frustrating, you play the game legitimately, you play within the TOS or whatever Lords Mobile or IGG calls their rules of conduct within the game, and you have to deal with people like this who flaunt the fact that they cheat. They buy resources. Well, they don't buy resources because it's a protected kingdom, but they build bot farms and auto gather and all this good stuff. And as most kingdoms do, we chase them around. We try to hit them, get as many hits as we can on them while they're unshielded before they auto shield, and so on and so forth. But it continues. It's ridiculous. And IGG expects us to follow rules, but yet they don't enforce their own rules. It's just a mess. Just a mess.
Good evening, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood rabbit nut coming from Lord's Mobile, Kingdom 413, and once again we report upon the cheaters that are the Chinese. So let's take a look at this. So you really can't you can see all these little bots are sending resources to this guy, and you really can't tell who they are, who he is. So let's just take a look here. We go to the guild. We go to the might ranking. Guess who it is? FKO Mamu. Once again, up to his old tricks. Look at all 16 of these little body bots, all sending resources to this one guy. This is supposed to be illegal to do within the game and not permitted, but IGG doesn't do anything about it, so I'm still going to report on it anyway. So this is Momo, part of the FKO guild. Like I said, let's take a look back. We'll go and we'll kind of give his look at this. So as you can see, this is his status. This is all his equipment. As you can see, he's level 60. He's cheated his way to the top. And you can look at all his stats. Look at his kills. Look at his might. His might has already went up 3 million since the last time we talked to him. As you can see, these are all his stats. Executed prisoners were 29. You can see all this. He's actually FKO. So I'm going to post this online and send a link to live chat once again. And, hopefully as we keep collecting evidence of his actions, maybe eventually, I'm kind of hoping that they'll ban him right when he's just massive, 500 million troops, and, he gets, fuck tons of troops and fuck tons of, his stats are jacked all to hell. And I hope that, that eventually IGG just gets tired of hearing from me and watching my videos, and they just, finally do something about it. This isn't clear evidence of bot usage. I don't know what it is. These are his own personal bots. See, what, IGG could do is just monitor him, and, when he logs off, delete all his resources, ban all the bots, make him start over fresh. I mean, the problem is with bots and bot farmers are that you really can't prove that the person who is getting the resources is, well, they say they can't prove that the person getting the resources is the one running the bots, which kind of sounds peculiar when I'm sure they have our IP addresses and have the ability to track that, and, could go, same person running these bots and logging into these bots are the same one getting the resources, so let's just assume that they're the ones that are doing it. But I really don't know what IGG's problem is with enforcing their own rules. Maybe it's because he's Chinese. Maybe, he's in cahoots with IGG developers. Who knows? But this is the proof. Once again, as you can see, this is very current. You can see the shields are part of the Halloween event that's going on, the spooktacular whatever, so on and so forth. And you can see all the little names here. I'll bring it back up again so you can see the bot names. Let's go back to my ranking so we can it's easier to see. So these are all the names of the bots. Very creative names. A bunch of alphabet soup, as it is. And the only little player that you can see that's an actual player is Momu or Mamu or whatever. Alright guys, so once again I'm going to post this to YouTube and then link it to live chat, and we'll see if anything happens eventually. Alright guys, have fun, be safe, and I'll see you next time.